within this topic, Nike, we talk about Nike a lot. There are other names as well. My team and I've been watching. Within my coverage universe is primarily Nike, but other companies such as Adidas, H&M, Burberry have all dealt with disruptions. But looking at Nike, the company reported, as you said, Kelly, is this absolutely phenomenal results not that long ago. One of the key topics, though, in that fiscal fourth quarter report was China. And for me, the real key takeaway, as we've talked a lot about the disruptions there, some of the bickering back and forth between the countries, is that for Nike, the business really improved through the May quarter and then into June. We'll see what happens. As you were saying in your opening, China is obviously a very fluid topic. And as consumer analysts, we've been studying China as closely as we possibly can lately. But right now, it seems in terms of Nike and these other companies that the trends are actually getting better there from a consumer demand perspective.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, I have to say, I haven't heard anything on the grassroots. I mean, other than here and there of places where people try to point out the hypocrisy of the way that if you buy certain brands with a lot of manufacturing in China, you're kind of enabling the policies of the Communist Party. Even if you're buying iPhones that have a lot of components that are made. I mean, it doesn't seem to penetrate the broader consciousness. I'm not sure it will, barring some major, adverse issue in China. So you wouldn't really call this a material risk, would you?
No, look, I think you're making up great points. I mean, as I look at this, and again, I always put the caveat out there. It's very difficult for us, sitting here in the United States studying China. I mean, it's a very, very difficult to do that. But if I look at the comments like Nike's made, and Nike's just an absolutely phenomenal company, extraordinarily well run. One of the points that they make repeatedly is they've been in China for 40 years. They've really built themselves as a local brand in China. And while you have these disruptions from time to time, like we did earlier this year, which really goes back to, say, March or so, underlying consumer demand for the Nike product in China is still very strong and probably getting stronger. And I think that's probably true for a lot of these brands. So at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Right.
The consumers want these products.
So, Brian, I'm just thinking through this a little bit. And we've seen the Communist Party crack down on its own major tech platforms, whether because they view them as a competitive threat, as data leakage, what have you. They have no qualms about doing that to their own companies. The only reason I can think that they don't do this to American companies is because they need the what's the word I'm looking for, the approval, in a way, that American companies, by being in China, confer, the legitimacy, I guess is the point I'm trying to make, right? The fact that Apple and Nike, I mean, U.S. companies are far more vulnerable to China shutting them down than the other way around. I think I read the other day GM sells twice as many twice as many iPhones are sold in China as in the U.S. GM sells a lot more cars in China than it does in all of North America combined. So is China letting this happen simply because in order to have American products in their market, it actually buys them legitimacy?
I hear you. It's a great point. I just don't know. It's difficult for me to really opine upon that. All I can do is, for my role as an analyst covering the consumer sector, like you said, when we started the conversation, these leading consumer companies in the United States and other countries, do a lot of business in China. Most companies here that are internationally focused continue and have for a long time talked about China being a big growth opportunity. So that's really my only window, and my window into this. And like I said, with I see Nike, the trends have gotten better there. In fact, Nike went so far as, with this last report, to outline new longer-term financial targets. And within the context of those longer-term financial targets, they talked about sales growth in China getting back up towards the mid-teens, which is a very healthy growth rate. So that's their way of saying they expect this business to rebound. But that's really my only window into it.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.